This is CTV News with Lauren Pullen.
We received a letter saying we didn't get it. Fortunately, we've just been ghosted. The door's been shut and we can't get through to them.
A major financial shortfall. Why this island summer camp for kids with special needs may need to halt redevelopment plans.
But this is really about taking it to that next level and, building local and creating that great magnet for people.
A giant FIFA World Cup soccer party. How Victoria's downtown is celebrating the global event. Plus, Adam finds out how a man who turns junk into art learned to find positivity in adversity. Later on the Sawalski sign-off. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. Nafisa is off tonight. After years of discussion and planning, we are getting our first look at the new Cowichan Hospital today, which is set to open next year. The new hospital will be 3 times the size of the current hospital and will have 208 beds compared to 148 beds now. With the updated budget at $1.4 billion, the project is expected to be on time and under budget. The new hospital will bring some services with it to the Cowichan Valley, including a psychiatric emergency zone in the ER, a special care nursery in prenatal pediatrics area, as well as mental health beds and a psychiatric ICU. Cowichan District Hospital says it is actively recruiting nurses and is confident it will have enough doctors in place come opening day, for opening day more than a year from now.
We needed about 40 to 48 new doctors into the area to make this hospital, to both address the gaps that we currently had and to address the needs that we had in the new building. I'm pleased to say that just about all of those positions have been filled.
Island Health get the keys at the end of this year, likely late November, and then we'll look to operationalize for about 6 or so months. And so in the middle of next year, late spring, we'll be looking to have our first patient day.
The big move-in day is being dubbed a Big Bang approach, meaning that all patients will be transferred to the new hospital in one day. The hospital is 90% done. Once complete, it will be used for training for 6 months before opening. The redevelopment of an island summer camp for kids with special needs has hit some rough waters. The Easter Seals camp at Shawnigan Lake embarked on a massive rebuild several years ago in an effort to make the camp a year-round destination. But as CTV's Brendan Strain reports, the camp is now facing a major financial shortfall in making their vision come to life.
I was a little anxious about dropping her off.
Zaida Jaffer's 8-year-old daughter Shayna has been attending a week-long overnight camp at Camp Shawnigan for the past 2 years.
She is autistic, and Camp Shawnigan has always offered a week that's specifically for kids on the spectrum.
Zaida says Shayna's experience was nothing short of transformative for her daughter.
It's really helped her confidence.
Camp Shawnigan has been operating for 50 years, catering to children, youth, and adults living with visible and invisible disabilities. In 2026, the Easter Seals, who own the camp, embarked on a $25 million upgrade to the aging facility, aligning with the Rick Hansen gold standard for accessibility.
Phase 1 right now is in progress.
In early April, the nonprofit got some bad news, which has pumped the brakes on Phase 2. The federal government denied Camp Shawnigan's $10 million grant application.
We received a letter saying we didn't get it, but no explanation as to why not.
The nonprofit was told to apply for another grant, although it says the letter was extremely vague.
So we weren't sure if our application was automatically going into the new grant or if we had to reapply.
For the past month and a half, the nonprofit has been reaching out to the feds asking for clarity.
Unfortunately, we've just been ghosted. The door's been shut and we can't get through to them.
So far, $11.5 million has been raised, $7 million through the province and the rest in private donations. The Easter Seals says it isn't giving up, even under a $14 million shortfall.
I'm stubborn. I'm just going to keep pushing with the fundraising piece, and we're going to keep pushing the government to get some funding in and get this camp open for our kids.
Phase 1 involved planning, building this new dock, and work is now underway reconfiguring the parking lot. Phase 2 would be to renovate these tired dorms, gymnasium, and dining hall, while also building 2 new cabins, turning the camp into a year-round facility.
We were prepared to miss out on coming to Camp Shawnigan this year.
This is the first summer that the camp will be closed due to the renovations. Zaida hopes sooner rather than later, funding for the completion of the project comes through so that her daughter can get back to making summer memories at Camp Shawnigan.
It's absolutely, crucial that that this place gets to function at the level that we all, want it to.
Brendan Strain, CTV News, Shawnigan Lake.
A Saanich neighborhood says the removal of a temporary crosswalk without notice is leaving them concerned for their kids' safety after a boy was struck by a car earlier this week. Concerned residents gathered along Burnside Road near the Colquitts Middle School this morning, where a temporary crosswalk over the busy street was recently removed. The crossing was created 2 years ago by the Ministry of Transportation while road work was being done in that area. That work is now finished, so the crosswalk was removed. Residents say kids on their way to the middle school use the crosswalk daily, and the school and parents weren't given time to inform their kids to plan for a new route. The group is collecting signatures and will be taking a letter of concern to Saanich Council next week to have the crosswalk put back. The Comox First Nation is marking a significant milestone this week with the Comox Treaty Act passing provincial legislation and moving on to federal ratification. The act passed third reading in the legislature yesterday by a vote of 53 to 39. Comox First Nation says the modernized treaty was decades in the making, reflecting today on the people who started the process to get to this historic moment, which brings the nation one step closer to self-governance.
Some of our former leaders who put us on this path in, I think, 94, 96. And, just to come to this moment and see it pass through legislation and receive royal assent is just such a hopeful moment for our community.
The treaty has ruffled feathers with neighboring Campbell River First Nation, which held a demonstration on Monday demanding an immediate pause on the treaty ratification. The Wiwaikum says the deal infringes on its land rights. Comox First Nations chief says it is open to dialogue.
Comox just remains committed to developing protocols and understanding their concerns and, trying to resolve those in respectful ways and meaningful ways that respect both of our histories, and we'll just continue to do that.
The Wiwaikum First Nation says that they are growing impatient with the lack of response from the provincial government. It is threatening to block marine traffic in the area, including the Quadra Island Ferry and the route that cruise ships use. Bus drivers and transit workers in Victoria are moving one step closer to job action. About 800 union members, including drivers and mechanics, have voted 97% in favor of what Unifor is calling a strong strike mandate. The current contract expired more than a year ago, and the two sides have been in negotiations since early 2025. The union says wages, benefits, and working conditions, along with training for maintenance staff, are key sticking points. No strike date has been set. The union says it remains committed to reaching a deal at the bargaining table. South Island cyclists can extend their rides for the next week as BC Transit is offering free fares. From May 30th to June 5th, bikers can board buses for free. BC Transit is dropping fares to celebrate Go By Bike Week. All riders need to do is either mount their bike on the front rack of any transit bus or simply show a valid cycling helmet to the driver. Nearly 100 bus shelters in Victoria are getting a facelift thanks to a new partnership with Astral Media and the City of Victoria. The main upgrade, digital advertising panels, helping generate revenue for the city. 10 new shelters are already being installed at stops that didn't have any, and almost 90 more will replace aging structures, some more than 20 years old. In total, nearly 100 new bus shelters will be installed by the end of the year. The first Astral Media shelter was installed at Douglas Street near Yates Street this week. Astral is owned by Bell, which also owns Bell Media. Downtown Victoria is launching its Summer of Soccer, a 6-week celebration in honor of the World Cup in Vancouver. Various events and watch parties are scheduled for some of downtown's main attractions, including Government Street and Ship Point. The central live viewing area, though, will be set up in Market Square for fans to watch the matches with other soccer fans. Bars and restaurants throughout downtown will also be hosting their own viewing parties. One local business says events such as these are needed to draw people downtown.
It does seem to be taking that extra bit of effort, though, to pull people out. And something like this on this scale, I think, is fantastic, because then it's a collaboration between all the businesses here in Market Square get access to all those people that are coming into town.
Been a lot of work to make sure everybody's on side with this, but this is really about taking it to that next level and building local and creating that great magnet for people.
The Summer of Soccer will kick off on June 12th on Government Street, with events happening through July 19th. Well, the windy conditions couldn't stop an aerial celebration above CFB Esquimalt today. A cyclone helicopter conducted a flyby to honor the base's new boss. Commodore Blair Brown will take command of CFB Esquimalt and the Pacific Fleet starting today. He takes over from Captain Sam Patchell, who took the role in 2025. The chopper is stationed at 443 Squadron Patricia Bay in North Saanich. Still to come, the cost of hosting the World Cup.
I want to be around that chaos. I want to be able to enjoy Vancouver in all of its beauty, where it's not overcrowded with soccer hooligans. So you know what? I'm going to Kelowna instead.
Is the price tag worth the spin-off economic benefits the city has been promised?
Yeah, after a couple of days in the 20s, a little bit cooler today. 19 currently with some sunshine and some gusty wind. Right now, wind gusts to about 40 kilometers per hour. Pretty similar temperatures through the weekend and lots of sunshine. We'll talk about that right after the break.
All right, Josh joining us now with a look at the forecast. Josh, what do we got in store for the weekend?
I think temperatures are going to be pretty close to average, and for much of the island, we'll see more sunshine than cloud cover. Temperatures cooled off in a big way today for Port Alberni. Nanaimo. Nanaimo was 27 for a daytime high yesterday. Here in Victoria, not that much cooler than yesterday, but 21 for a high. There's your wind. Out of the southwest, about 25 gusting to 40 kilometers per hour. That'll continue for a few more hours, and then the wind should die down overnight tonight. We've had some spotty showers pop up in the Comox area. I think we'll probably see a few more hit and miss showers in this region, maybe a little further north through the day tomorrow. You can see pretty much everybody else was dry today. Little showers this evening will fizzle out the next few hours, and then by tomorrow afternoon it starts to pop up once again. In Victoria, clouds in the morning and then some clearing through the afternoon hours. Let's see temperatures just shy of 20, I think, for a daytime high tomorrow. 14 in the north, partly cloudy skies, slight chance of a scattered shower. 16 and sunshine on Sunday, so back a little closer to average for the end of the weekend. Does warm up nicely into early next week. 18 and 20 for daytime highs Monday, Tuesday, puts you a couple of degrees above average. 19 for inland areas around Port Alberni. You might see a scattered shower in the afternoon. Otherwise, just partly cloudy skies. Mid-20s on Sunday. And look at Monday, Tuesday. Sunshine and highs near 30 to start the week. That's about 10 degrees above the seasonal average. Out on the west coast, gusts to around 40 kilometers per hour, partly cloudy skies, and 15 tomorrow. You'll get a little bump in temperatures as well through the end of the weekend and into early next week, into the low 20s for Monday, Tuesday. Chance of some rain moving in Tuesday into Wednesday of next week. Comox, again, similar to today, partly cloudy skies, chance of a scattered shower, especially through the afternoon hours. High of 19 tomorrow, and then 22 and sunshine Sunday, and into the mid-20s. For Monday, Tuesday of next week, ahead of the chance of some rain Wednesday, Thursday. In Nanaimo, 20 and partly cloudy tomorrow. I think you should stay dry. Sunshine at 22 or 23 on Sunday. And you're looking at mid-20s as well in the Nanaimo area for Monday, Tuesday with sunny skies. Stays pretty dry here. We talked about this for the past couple of days. Dry until about the middle of next week. So what has been a dry month looks like it'll carry into at least the first few days of June. 18 in Victoria tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies in the morning. We'll get some clearing and sunny skies in the afternoon. Wind should be fairly light. 20 or 21 with sunshine on Sunday, and into the mid-20s with more sun Monday, Tuesday. Maybe some showers into Wednesday, Thursday of next week. But 18 degrees, the average daytime high. So right around average, Lauren, right through the weekend.
And feeling like summer almost to kick off the work week next week. Thanks so much, Josh. Well, health officials are warning of an increase in drug poisonings in the Nanaimo region. Island Health issuing the alert saying there has been a reported increase in overdoses in the harbor city. And the health authority is urging people to check its harm reduction services page for information before using drugs. It also encourages the use of supervised consumption sites and drug checking services. On the heels of a report claiming World Cup games in Toronto and Vancouver could cost a combined $1 billion, we now know that number is going up. BC released updated figures today showing Vancouver's cost climbing to more than $100 million per match. But the province says the projected revenues are also rising. As CTV's Andrew Johnson reports, critics claim that benefit is being overblown.
Hosting 7 World Cup games inside Vancouver's BC Place will cost more or less, depending how you look at the math. And the province says it's leading the tournament in transparency.
There's no jurisdiction that's hosting a World Cup right now that is releasing the detailed information that is being released by the province of British Columbia.
A year ago, it estimated FIFA could cost British Columbians up to $624 million. Today, the figure is $729 million, an increase of more than $100 million. But projected revenue and cost recovery estimates are also higher, projected at $478 million last year. Today, $615. The bottom line, the province says overall net hosting costs have dropped by more than $30 million and are now estimated at $114 million.
Thanks to disciplined planning, strong financial oversight, and higher projected revenues.
The biggest revenue generator so far has been a 2.5% tax on all visitors to Vancouver booking short-term accommodation that will remain in effect until 2030. Over the next 5 years, BC says it will score $1 billion more in spin-off tourism. Sports economist Moshe Lander believes the benefit is being overstated and the losses from tourists and locals avoiding the city during FIFA ignored.
I don't want to be around that chaos. I want to be able to enjoy Vancouver in all of its beauty where it's not overcrowded with soccer hooligans. So you know what? I'm going to Kelowna instead.
A final answer to the question of, is it all worth it? Likely won't come for years. It all starts in exactly 2 weeks when the home team will hit the field in Toronto for the first World Cup game ever held in Canada. Andrew Johnson, CTV News, Vancouver.
The Canadian economy has slipped into a technical recession, according to new data from Statistics Canada. Economic growth stalled in the first quarter of this year, and real gross domestic product was slightly negative on an annualized basis. The agency mainly blames higher imports of gold and a weak month of March for Canada's resource extraction industries, such as mining, oil and gas, and forestry, dragging down economic activity. Real GDP has now declined for 2 consecutive quarters, which meets the definition of a technical recession, a term the opposition leader disagrees with.
That is not technical, it is real. This is a full-blown liberal recession.
Canada has now posted negative real GDP growth in 3 of the last 4 quarters. The finance minister told the House of Commons he remains confident about the Canadian economy. Coming up, seeing the world through Ian's eyes. Adam finds out the story behind a man who is turning junk into creative creatures. Next on the Sawalski Sign-Off.
On an ancient Egypt Royal BC Museum experience worthy of the pharaohs. Text museum with your first name to 71010 for your chance to win.
Finally tonight, Adam meets a man who turns junk into art and finds out how his talent inspired him to see life more positively on the Sawalski Sign-Off.
Well, he regularly rummages round the back of thrift stores looking for random things.
The worse condition, almost the better.
What Ian Baker is specifically searching for is inspiration.
It's almost a little bit exciting because I know that there's potential for this item.
Although this basement is full of his finds, Ian never has a plan for the pieces.
And you just start grabbing some parts and see what fits together.
And even though none of them were designed to align, Ian can always find a creative way to connect them.
It's just like playing, basically.
And once Ian adds the eyes,
a lot of them have little souls.
They seem to come to life.
It's a joy. You just feel like you almost birthed something.
And like the pride parents feel for their children, Ian can boast that his creations have grown up to become airplane pilots, race car drivers, musicians, and baseball players.
It's always cool to bring them together, you know, it's almost like a family.
And like a family, when one member's life takes an unexpected turn,
it's funny that I have all these eyeballs around me.
Like when Ian suddenly started losing his vision.
It's scary, you know, it's like having the rug pulled out from underneath you.
These unexpected family members seemed to rally to support him.
I'd forced myself to get down into the shop and see what happens. And just about every time it would pull me out of that sort of dark state and gets you in a place where things become purposeful again, you know?
And like Ian showed the discarded a dynamic new way to be, they've shown him that despite deteriorating sight, there's still so much positivity to see.
It forces you to sort of look at what you have as opposed to what you don't have.
And one of the things Ian has is the ability to turn junk destined for the landfill into characters who remind us just how whimsical our world can be.
I guess it's just a deeper appreciation for what we have. We're so fortunate.
Adam Swansky, CTV News.
Incredible imagination. And that's our show for tonight. Thank you so much for sharing part of your evening with us. Have a great weekend. Take care.